On behalf of John Lingenfelter, the motorsports community in general, and the drag racing community in particular, I'd like to thank you for inducting John into the Blair County Sports Hall of Fame. You know, being inducted into the hall itself would be considered quite an honor. But to be the first motorsports person so honored makes this day even more special for John and his family. The argument has gone on for years about whether race car drivers are athletes or not. Well, when you consider that races are won and lost by margins as small as 1/10,000th of a second, that the hand-eye coordination of a drag racer can rival that of a batter trying to hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and that an advantage as small as 1,000th of a second on the starting line can make the difference between winning and losing, it's easy to see that you need to be in great shape both mentally and physically, just like any athlete, to succeed in drag racing. You've all heard of the five-tool baseball player, a guy who can do it all on the diamond? Well, that's exactly what John was on the drag strip. Over the 50 years that I've announced drag races, I have seen some men and women who can drive, others who can build engines, tune them, and put together great teams to be successful both on and off the track. But I've seen just a handful who can do it all, and none who can do them all as well as John. From his early days racing go-karts on dirt tracks in Blair County to his championship days at drag strips across the country, John excelled in everything he did. If he won, he wanted to do even better the next time. And if he lost, which wasn't very often, he wanted to know why. Like so many racers, he started at the local level, competing at tracks in and around his hometown. And after his early success, John took his show on the road. And then he became the show. His cars were among the quickest and fastest on the track. He set national records and won races and championships at every level on which he competed. From his early Corvettes to his record-setting dragsters, from pro stock trucks to sport compacts, when John showed up, everybody else was running for second place. He ran his team like Coach John Hayes, had a heart like that Bishop Guilfoyle basketball team, and was as dominant in his sport as Tony Nardoza Schmidt was in hers. Okay, so nobody was dominant as she was, but you get the idea. Over the course of his award-winning career, John drove a variety of vehicles, but as diverse as the cars themselves were, there was one thing that tied them all together. John won in all of them. His success with Corvettes led to his induction into the Corvette Hall of Fame, and the cars that he built at Lingenfelter Performance Engineering became some of the most iconic in the world, not to mention some of the fastest. He tackled every challenge with the spirit of any great athlete. He was in it to win it. As a driver, John was named to the Carcraft Magazine All-Star Team 3 times. He set national records in multiple classes. He won races in 3 different decades and won the sport's premier event, the U.S. Nationals, 3 times. And he did it all with his ever-present smile. Oh yeah, he also built some of the most potent Chevrolet engines ever and set world records that still stand. And he was so good at what he did that he actually wrote the book on how to improve the legendary Chevy small block engine, or as some call it, the Bible of Chevrolet high performance. That's John Lingenfelter, engine builder, tuner, driver, athlete. And now we're proud to say, a member of the Blair County Sports Hall of Fame. Finally, the kid from East Freedom has come home.
As 2 of the top engine builders in the country going head-to-head. Good reaction time by both drivers. No big advantage there. Here comes Lingenfelter. And it's enough. Lingenfelter will prevent...
John, congratulations. 200ths of a second. That's what you call close.
Well, we'll take it.
Nearly identical reaction times. John Lingenfelter goes 7.80, a 7.81 for Todd Patterson. That was a close race indeed.
And now, it's my pleasure to present John Lingenfelter for induction into the Blair County Sports Hall of Fame.